And will giving us her sixth speech today. Please welcome Andrea Peltier with the speech titled Mila, the Miracle Seed.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Recently, I became a distributor for a company called LifeMax and their product, Mila. Before I tell you about the company or about their product, I'd like to tell you a story. January of 2011, I walked into my chiropractor's office. See, 4 years earlier, I had been in a car accident that totaled my car and hurt my neck pretty bad. I was in pain every morning when I woke up and every night when I went to sleep. So I walk into my chiropractor, normal routine visit, but I hadn't been there in about 6 months. And my chiropractor walked out of her office and she looked incredible. Now this woman is about 55 years old and she is just like any other 55-year-old woman. But she walked out with this energy that I had never seen in her before. She was excited, she was extremely energetic, and I asked her what was different. What did you change over the last 6 months that I have not seen in you before? She pulled out this bag and said, "Eat it." Eat what? She didn't say anything except that it would help with my endurance. I said, "I'm sorry, I don't eat protein shakes and I don't do supplements. I never have and I don't think I ever will." So she told me again it would increase my endurance. Let's go back about 3 months earlier. My husband left on his first deployment. I vowed to myself to lose my last 20 pounds, that pesky 20 pounds we all want to lose. And I had been working out, I had been lifting weights, and I had been eating healthy to look good for my husband when he returned. So the endurance word in and of itself intrigued me. I said, okay, what do I have to lose? She mentioned it was a food, right? About 2 weeks later, I tested my mile run time, and I had actually reduced the time to my high school run time. I have not done that in my months of working out. I was ecstatic. I called my mom immediately. Of course, we all bragged to our moms, right? So I called her and I just rambled on about this food for 20 minutes because I didn't increase my training. I only ate this food. So it had to be a miracle. I encouraged my mom to try it. You see, my mom has been suffering from fibromyalgia for 7 years before that time she was diagnosed. Fibromyalgia is a body-wide pain that affects your muscles and your joints. There's no cure for it, and Tylenol and Advil only go so far. My mom had such a severe case that she would be down and out for 3 or 4 days at a time. And when I mean down and out, she would be in bed. She could not move. And when she did move, she would have to hold on to the bedpost to turn over. My mom began eating Mila under my suggestion. And since then, she has not been down once. My dad even commented, she stopped moaning in her sleep. My dad noticed the improvement in my mom's health, so he began to eat it. My dad to this day denies that he became depressed after his brother passed away, my uncle. The night my dad went to visit my uncle, he was in the midst of making his famous eggplant parmesan. It was impeccable. For every occasion he would make it, for every birthday he would make it, and when he would make it, it would be a special occasion. My dad wouldn't make that meal again. After 2 months of him eating Mila, He was visiting my house, and we asked him to make it. He agreed, surprisingly, and bustled around the kitchen making his eggplant parmesan. We knew it was the Mila. So that brings us to April of 2011, about 4 months after my doctor gave me this purple bag. I had lost 3% body fat, which was equivalent to 3 inches in my waist. I had more energy than you could imagine, and I was sleeping better, and I had better mental clarity. I know that this gift from my chiropractor was meant for my family. I also know that every one of you here needs more omega-3 in your diet. Basically, Mila is the most nutrient-dense food in the world. The Aztecs used to use it to run across the country. You may know it as chia seed on the market. However, LifeMax has put their energy into making this the best chia seed on the market. 1 scoop daily gives you 3,000 milligrams of omega-3. I would like you to leave here today, and for any ailment that your family or you may have, Google medical studies and omega-3. Make sure it's medical studies because anyone can post anything on the internet. Mila does not lose its nutrient form in anything. You can drink it. You can bake with it. You can put it in spaghetti sauce. My kids eat it in applesauce. My parents eat it in pretty much everything. They sprinkle it on their salads. They eat it with almond milk and blueberries, which is my favorite too. And my girlfriend puts it in her water. The endurance was a gift. The losing of my weight was a gift. My mom and dad's health, definitely a gift. I don't want you to go out and buy a bag of Mila. I want you to do your research and find out what omega-3s are. And that's my gift to you today. Thank you.